Because we're dead clever, we can answer anything.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Nothing about relationships though.
What can I ask you? Do you remember your first ever musical memory? Because it's usually something really embarrassing.
Oh, when I was a kid, I had one of those like a reporter's tape recorder.
Yeah.
You know, the sort of flat ones.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to press play and record together.
Yeah,
with
I
tape
had
on the top. And I used to sing into this.
Yeah.
All the songs I learnt at school and stuff like that. And when I couldn't remember the words, I'd make them up.
Yeah.
So that's when I was about 7.
Wow.
So yeah, I remember doing that. It was quite fun.
What were you guys?
I remember coming home from school, wearing my balaclava, and singing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh God!
I swear, God, he does that every week. Just as we're doing the live acoustic session, he comes past with a drum.
He's a
You might have to push the windows down.
You should give him a spot, I think.
Sorry about this, guys. Yeah. And the other one as well. Yeah, that'll do.
I think you should give him a spot.
I think he's jealous that I've got bands up here, and he goes past and he looks at me and then just pushes this thing and making more noise. Well, musical memory. Sorry about that.
No, as I was saying, Manfred Mann, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
I must have been about, I don't know, maybe 4 or something.
Yeah.
5. No, school. I guess it must have been 5. Really.
Yeah.
That was infant school.
Yeah.
Back in Didcot, where I came from.
Oh. Yeah.
Didcot, Oxfordshire. West Berkshire then it was actually.
Yeah.
How about you, Andy? Got any embarrassing moments?
Not embarrassing, no. I think my earliest musical memories is marching by the side of my dad when I was really little, trying to keep in step with him while he played his bagpipes out in the middle of nowhere.
Really?
He would wander for miles with his bagpipes.
Where was that? Around here or?
Well, we moved around a lot when I was a kid, but I can particularly remember living in Tenbury Wells.
Yeah.
And my dad would go for long strolls across the fields with his bagpipes. And
your mum would kick him out.
Yeah, she would kick
Yeah.
him out. We weren't allowed
Quite
in.
a taste, isn't it?
And I was one of 7 children, and I think I was the one who clung on to my dad and his bagpipes at the time.
Yeah.
So I used to go on these long marches with him, try to keep in step with my little legs. Always admired looking up to him, listening to him, and of course remembered all the tunes from that.
Yeah.
Really.
Did you ever learn to play the bagpipes?
Partially deaf as well.
Oh right.
I did a little bit, yeah. Not a particularly good piper, but I did take the bagpipes up for a few years.
Yeah.
And much to my father's dismay, I decided to go for strings instead.
Yeah.
But my younger brother is now an excellent piper.
Right.
And he makes them.
And he makes bagpipes and plays them really well.
That's a big thing, isn't it?
And I think he's playing in the parade in Hereford next month. And he's actually his band are marching the Queen down the street in Hereford, Hightown, when she comes. So he'll be leading the band as pipe major down the street. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So, yeah.
I remember your dad sitting in his camper van along the tithing, parked by the side of the road, sitting in the front seat playing his bagpipes.
Oh, he'd play anywhere.
Yeah.
Sadly, he passed away about 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
But bagpipes were his life.
Yeah.
He would play anywhere and everywhere.
Wow.
So if you took my mum shopping, he would sit in the car and play his bagpipes whilst waiting for it.
Sure.
But if he went out somewhere for the day, he wouldn't think twice about stopping, putting in a lay-by, marching across the field.
I also remember we turned up to a gig once. It was quite a way away, the other side of Birmingham or something.
Yeah.
Pulled up to the car park of this gig, and there he was in his van in the car park getting his pipes out.
He's quite a character, my dad.
Yeah.
But bagpipes were his love. So my fondest memory really walking when I was really tiny, and 4, 5, 6, and marching along behind him, trying to keep up while he marched in time with his Scottish tunes.
Yeah. What about your first ever gig then? Do you remember your first ever gig?
I do, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where was
it's
it?
not with these guys actually.
No.
I think my first ever gig was with my cousin.
Yeah.
And we'd both been sitting in our bedrooms learning guitar for quite a while, and we turned up at the Brunswick Arms Folk Club in St John's.
Yeah.
Where Dave Cartwright,
yeah,
who used to be a semi-famous local DJ celebrity, was guesting I think that week. Yeah. And we turned up, and someone asked us to get up and do a spot, and we nervously got up with our guitars and played. Very nerve-wracking. I think we were probably awful at the time, but exciting too.
Yeah. What were you two?
I think it could have been when I was at school, I went to Nunnery Wood.
I did too.
Did you?
Yeah. They could have been in the same class.
No, yeah, way before I was there, I'm sure. But we had the school band, you know, the band. They were called the Scary Monsters.
Yeah.
And they used to do a Cure song called Catch. And in that song there was a little fiddle part.
Yeah.
So they asked me to come along and just play that fiddle part. So that was my first gig, I think. Okay. About 14 or something. Didn't get paid for it.
No.
Honestly. Expected to pay for nothing. I am actually, yeah.
My first gig was probably the Lamb in Malvern with a guy called Martin Thorne. He encouraged me to get. I mean, you know, when I ran to his house once, he was strumming away. And he said, "Do you play anything?" I said, "Well, I've got a flute. You know, I've had that in the case for the last 12 years, having learned it at school. You know."
Yeah.
And he encouraged me to start playing, and that's really where it all started from for me.
Oh, another one.
So he encouraged me, and I've never really stopped since.
He's a nice guy, Martin.
He's been up here, yeah.
And he's written some amazing songs, and Paul does a cover of a few of his songs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Great song, Martin.
Yeah, he's
lovely
a good friend. Yeah, he's coming back for the birthday bash, which is on the 1st of August. Will be a year old this show, so he's coming back to play again.
Great instigator, you know. He's,
Yeah.
encourages people. I mean, because the band, we formed this band called the Company of Strangers, and you never knew who was going to turn up.
Yeah.
And that's why, hence the name, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know? It could be a different band every night. And he also had the sort of, you know, the silver tongue, and he would turn up at a pub and he'd say, "Well, I've got a band. I just happen to have this band in the van.
Yeah.
Can we just do a gig?" And we used to just travel around. We used to just turn up somewhere and just play a gig.
Yeah.
I was quite pleased that I was talking to Martin recently, actually. He's been off on a bit of a blues trip recently.
Yeah.
You know, got into the blues and has been very much down the blues road.
Yeah.
And speaking to him recently, he's just rediscovered his own songs,
his
own
I was
songwriting.
having a chat with him a couple of weeks back.
And I heard him do it, and it's really, it's amazingly brilliant to hear him singing and doing his own songs again. And not that the blues wasn't good and isn't great, but you know, his own stuff is better.
He did actually email me when he knew you guys would come up and said, "You'll enjoy this," with a big exclamation mark.
Was that a hint of sarcasm?
Not a big question mark.